So I just got done watching the Alamo Bowl with Arizona versus Oklahoma, and what I said was going to happen happened. Not to the full level I was said. I said Arizona was going to blow out Oklahoma and rout them for a win, and that didn't happen to the full extent. What I was going to say, because they weren't dominating. Arizona. I'll explain this game. There were three things that decided this game. That can be easily summed up. Oklahoma had 6 turnovers. That's bad. That is very, very bad on any level. Another thing that's very bad, Oklahoma had 7 holding penalties. All of them were clearly holding penalties. All of them. That was very bad. Also, and the other thing is that Arizona went on a 25 to nothing run at one point in the game. 25 straight points. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. One thing I was talking about before this game, I was talking about a lot throughout the year, is that I really like this freshman quarterback, Noah Fafita, from Arizona, and I hope he stays at Arizona, because this Arizona team is going to be very good if he stays, because he makes a lot of good plays. He can extend stuff. He reminds me of Kyler Murray. Maybe not like S tier version of Kyler Murray, not like the same level, but right now maybe like a B or A tier. He's not far off. He's definitely not far off, and this game just ended. So, player of the game, the entire Arizona's defense. That's the player of the game they gave it to, the entire defense. They had 6 turnovers and 28 points off of them. So they capitalized very well off of them. So that was very good. And back to Noah Fafita. Early on, he made a lot of good throws. He had that one when it was 3-0 after they forced a turnover. The first pass Jackson Arnold threw was an interception. Not good. Noah Fafita immediately threw a deep ball, got a man on a deep post to look like touchdown in the end zone. Perfect pass. You couldn't ask for anything better. And then he kind of slowed down a bit. They had some good drives, but then they stalled in the red zone. The kicker was 3 for 3 today. That's always a great sign to see. Everything was with 40 and in, but it was like 39, 38, and 37-yard field goals. It was very good to see them actually. It was very good to see them make the field goals. That's always nice. It's always a nice plus to be a reliable kicker, of course. And with Arizona, their defense played phenomenal. They had a rough span. After that, Oklahoma had 3 straight drives. I saw that they scored touchdowns. 2 of them were about the end of half. They got a touchdown, cut it 13-7. I think maybe forced a turnover. That might have been a thing. Might have forced a turnover. Then they got and immediately scored again, and it got 14-13. That was the halftime score. So Oklahoma got hot quick. And Jackson Arnold was the main guy at that. And they had some good run plays, but Jackson Arnold started hitting very well. And he's also a freshman quarterback. This is his first real start since Dylan Gabriel was the guy throughout the year, and now he's gone. This guy is going to fill him for him. And Arizona had very bad miscues at one point. Some very, very bad miscues defensively. And that led to something, especially in the middle of the field, that led to for Oklahoma being able to capitalize on that. That was very huge for them to do. And Oklahoma got a lead at one point. They got up 21-13. And it just seemed like Oklahoma was going to run away with it. I think it was 24-13, actually. They got up 24-13. It was like, you know what? I think they're going to run away with it. And guess what? That didn't happen. There was a play. It was strange. It was a very strange play, but it's pretty basic to understand. It was around the 30-yard line, or in Arizona's territory. It was late in the third quarter. Guy goes for the ball. He catches it. Number 43, I'm pretty sure, for Arizona. He hits his helmet right on the ball. Over the receiver caught it. Receiver spins. Ball pops up in the air. Just magically falls into the defender's hands. The guys behind him. And he just takes it to the house, like 80, 85, 90-yard return. He seemed like he was about to get tackled at one point later on, but he still got into the end zone. Great blocks on that play. Then they got the 2-point conversion, and in the third quarter, they went on. They got a huge momentum change. Jackson Arnold had a bad throw, and like, you know what? This might be a little bit different, but Oklahoma still in control of the game, and then immediately Jackson Arnold threw an interception. He's got to learn that. He was 24 for 40, I'm pretty sure today. 24 for 42, something like that. 2 touchdowns over 300 yards, but he had 3 interceptions. Bad interceptions, too. They weren't, that one was the worst one of the night, by far, in my opinion. He's a freshman. He'll learn, definitely learn by next time, but it's still a very bad thing to see there that in crunch time, he made a bad throw. He had some bad throws, but he also had some very good ones. So it's some iffy things you're going to see here and there. Arizona did not have a good run game throughout the day. So it was 24-24. And I think they may have had 30, 40 yards at one point rushing until I'll get into the situation later that changed. Oklahoma got stopped. And after the interception, Oklahoma had to stop Arizona. They were able to stop them. And that led to Arizona being able to kick the field goal. Made it 24-24. And Arizona's defense clamped up, did a great job at that. But Oklahoma pinned them back deep, like inside their own 5. It's gonna be very tough. Noah Fafita made some very good throws, and then he had this third down throw, which proves I would say why I relate him to Kyler Murray so much. He gets the ball, looks around, rolls right. This is like a 3rd and 8. Rolls right, and he throws this money pass from a deep crossing route. Wide, he got him on the money. Didn't have to slow down a bit. Catches it, turns up field, gets into the end zone like a 50, 60-yard play. That broke the game open. And then Jackson Arnold on the other stuff. Oklahoma had a miscue offensively. They had two holding calls, and then they had a very bad time that Arizona rushed 3. And the center messed up, he kept with the nose tackle. The other dude got in, hit Jackson Arnold, and if you're Jackson Arnold, you cannot fumble that ball. He had it here. He sees the guy. You got to tuck it or put it away. You can't fumble that in that situation. Fumbles it, puts it in an easy position for them to be able to get the ball, and they, within 2 plays, run the ball in. 20-yard rushing touchdown. That breaks the game open. Close out the game. Arizona's defense did a great job. A very successful job by Arizona's defense. And this team's scary. This is a very scary Arizona team. This is not a good thing for Oklahoma to have, especially heading to the SEC. The last memory you're going to have is you losing to Arizona, who's getting into your conference, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're going to the Big 12. If Noah Fafita stays in this, if this is the same team that plays today, like if they play like this in the Big 12 next year, they're winning the conference, and it's not going to be that close. I'm that confident in this Arizona team. I wrote of Arizona ever since they competed very well against USC and Washington. I've picked them for the rest of the year, and they didn't fail me once. They beat Oregon State, they beat UCLA, they destroyed Arizona State. They destroyed Washington State. They were destroying teams left and right. This team's elite. This team can be an elite team next year. This team could very well make the playoffs next year. And they went out and beat Oklahoma. That's impressive. They were 2.5-point favorites. Arizona was. But to win by 14 is still very impressive, especially in an unfamiliar environment in Texas. So, yeah, good stuff. Good job, Arizona. Oklahoma had a pretty good year. Bounce back. See you in the SEC. So, yeah. It'll be interesting to see how Jackson Arnold gets tested in SEC. It'll be definitely interesting. One of your earlier tests is actually against my team. I don't know if you can tell. It's orange. You can probably tell enough. It's Tennessee. You'll be playing Tennessee earlier in the year. And there's another freshman phenom, Nico Nemanavala. Or how do you say his last name? I'll figure out how to say his last name. Playing Nico. That'll be a fun battle. Both teams play about the same, so that'll be interesting to see. Arizona plays with some pace. They learned to kind of slow down a bit more, and I think that really helped them out. Great job. Shout out to number 4 for Arizona. Had made some great catches. Number 2 made a great plays too. Very good job, Arizona. Congratulations winning the Alamo Bowl. Great job. And if this team plays like this next year, I have no doubt they would win the Big 12 because Texas and Oklahoma are up and out of there. It'll be fun to see. It'll be a very fun battles. I think I would bet money Arizona would win the conference. It'd be very fun to watch, though. Big 12 is going to be so much fun next year. It's going to be so underrated. You got teams like Kansas State. You got Kansas. You got Oklahoma State. Colorado's joining in. You got Utah. Arizona's joining. You got Texas Tech and TCU are bound to come back up. Baylor's bound to hit a stride. Like Nebraska. Nebraska ain't getting back. Sadly. I wish Nebraska was in the Big 12. It'd make it so much more fun rather than being in the Big 10. Go to the Big 12. I hope they do at one point, but they probably won't for the money stuff. But yeah, Big 12 is going to be so much fun next year. SEC will be too. Welcome to the conference, SEC. Your last game for Oklahoma would be against Arizona. But it'll be interesting to see. I think if you're an Oklahoma fan, you kind of like what you saw from Jackson Arnold. You got to work on the turnovers, though. And you can work with that. But you saw some very accurate throws. So, yeah. Congratulations, Arizona. That's my live reaction to everything that just happened. So, yeah. I should be doing more live reactions to a lot of these bowl games. So, if you want more of those, subscribe to all that. Stay in tune. Hope you all have a great day. Put in the comments what you feel about this game. Hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, y'all. And God bless y'all.